Well, hello, my beautiful Virgo. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your career or money reading for the end of August right through the end of September 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about, pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings and I will never reach out to you personally to offer one. Also, I will never ask you for money, e-gifts, or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Virgo, this is your career and money reading. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. And of course, I've just opened a second competition to win a free personal reading from me. So I'll let you know how to win that a little bit later on because some people are here just for the reading and I don't like to waste anyone's time. So let's get straight to it. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Virgo? What do they need to know regarding their career sector? What can they see regarding their money, their financial situation? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of at this time? What is coming towards them? What is their protagonist energy? We've got the Moon card there. So you're heavily focused on your dreams and your goals, of course. But I definitely see that you are someone who basically a goal without a plan is just a wish, and you've certainly got a goal. So I feel like right now you're focusing on the next steps. I mean, the Moon card can also indicate that some of you, even though you have a goal, you may feel that the path ahead is uncertain or you can't see clearly something right now and you are searching for answers because, your first card there is self-reflection. So you're looking at your skill set, you're looking at how difficult things have been, you're drained. The Moon energy is a drained card, which means, it cannot shine all by itself. It's a celestial body, of course, that requires the sun to illuminate it. So I definitely see that, right now you're looking at what has been draining you and, you're trying to really be focused and strategize so that you can be more time efficient, but also look at being discerning about where you put your energy in your career right now. So I feel, the next coming weeks, a lot of focus, a lot of organizational skills, and also with that Emperor, very great position to have the Emperor there. This is a card that indicates that you're really serious about your career, the next steps, but also I feel like you're being very strict with yourself at this time to focus on getting organized. We got the Chariot card there as well. So this could be that, you're feeling a little bit uncertain because you have a choice to make regarding your career sector over the next coming weeks and months. You are someone who basically, you're very talented, you're very gifted, and I see that you're going to be very productive over the next coming weeks and months. But something is changing in your career sector, or you are trying to initiate some sort of change, and you're in a very thoughtful, strategic mode where you're focusing on your 5-year plan just to make sure that you are still on track. And I feel like right now you're checking in with those goals and dreams and looking at this sense of duality, because some of you, I feel, there's an energy where you are focusing on a stable position, okay? So it could be that you have a contract doing something that's either 9 to 5 or something that's just a little bit long term, but also I see this energy of you saving up to either become an entrepreneur, be your own boss, or just take things to the next level in your career. There's definitely promotion vibes going on here for you. So I see that your trajectory is on the up, let's put it that way. But also I feel intuitively you're taking some next steps, and I feel there's new knowledge coming to you as well that could really help you step into a new pay grade very, very shortly in your career sector. So let's see what's going on in your reading. I mean, there's a lot of people in your reading, I gotta be honest. So it can mean that some of you They want me to go one more, and by they I mean my guides. Okay. Let me see, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this could be a lot of competition for a new role becoming available, but I definitely see with the leadership card there for you that you are someone who is stepping into a leadership position if you're not in one already. I feel like you're going to the next steps of your career. It feels like you are moving into the next position, the one up from you, something that you've probably been working towards right now, and I feel like this is going to be a very busy next coming weeks and months. For some of you, I feel you're very exhausted. You may actually feel that there's no resources, or perhaps there's low workers' morale at this time, or you just feel that there's no support. You're overstretched, overworked, and some of you may even have had a lack of confidence in your pathway ahead, or a lack of confidence in someone who's leading you at this time, and you know that you could do better than this person. But actually, I feel this person, they may leave very shortly. It's almost like they're coasting in a role right now that I feel, you know, they're bored of it. They actually don't deserve that position because they're not really making an effort in it. So whoever that person is, I definitely see a sidestep, and they're moving out of a company if you work for a company. If you're an entrepreneur, I feel like there is someone who is winding down their business, and I feel that they've just lost their taste for competition, or they've lost their taste for the industry, and I feel it actually opens a lot of avenues for you. I feel a lot of, the clients or the services come your way because you are someone who really is a strong contender in your industry, and you are well known. Your reputation is actually increasing no matter whatever it is that you do. I see that you're working really hard, you're really focused, your attention to detail is second to none, and I feel like there is an increase in finances coming your way as well. But it's been a very long, hard, steady slog is what I see there. I feel like you've been working really hard, but things are going to pick up pace for about 3 or 4 weeks, so I feel like you're going to be pushed and pulled in many different directions. However, as we move out of September, things start to slow down a little bit more and get a little bit easier to manage is what I see there as well. So let's get into your cards. This is your first card, and it is the Moon card, self-reflection. So deep thought, really thinking about next steps, really visualizing whatever it is that you want to do and accomplish. But this is to kind of like visualize, dream, have a goal or a wish. And the Emperor, it's a nice counterbalance because, as I said earlier, you've got a plan and you've got a strategy, and you're just really preparing to perhaps move forward with it at this time. I also see that some of you, with that Chariot card and the Moon card, this could be that you're really harnessing your energy at this time to make some major changes in your career, whatever it is that you do. So I feel like there is this sense of duality. Some of you may have a second stream of income, or something that you're working towards to bring in a second stream of income. Some of you with that 4 cups in the resistance position, it can also indicate that you're getting ready for change, especially since the Death card is there as well. Some of you have been feeling a little bit stuck or stagnant. The goal is still the same. So whatever that goal is for you, whether it is that you are saving to purchase a car, whether it is that you are saving for real estate, or that you're trying to run your own business, become an entrepreneur, I definitely see that you're still on track to reach your goals. But there may be some change going on to your career sector, could be some restructuring going on, or you are gathering this strength in order to make some changes. I definitely see you're going to be very ambitious over the next coming weeks and months, but also, whenever you think about the Moon card, there tends to be a dog and a wolf on the Moon card, which represents, comfort and stability with the dog, something that is sustainable, something that is endured, shall we say. But also the wolf is something that's a little bit more independent, freelance. So some of you could have 2 things on the go, or you're working towards doing that. It is the Moon card. Some of you may be moonlighting and doing some seasonal work or some odd jobs, or perhaps you're looking in the home space at this time and, decluttering your life on a personal level. So you may be actually putting pre-loved goods out there to sell so that you can bring in some extra money for you there as well. But also I feel this is about thinking big and dreaming boldly. And don't listen to anyone who is negative, because sometimes, you know, the moon card, it can be a very draining energy, as I mentioned, and you're born to stand out. So I definitely see that you're looking at who or what drains your energy. And if anyone tells you that you can't do something, I feel life is too short to think small. This is about thinking big. Your plans are in motion, and actually you're taking it straight to the top. There's a lot of Virgo energy in this reading. You've got the Queen of Pentacles there, which is to multiply your wealth. And of course, we've got the High Priestess there as well, which is to intuitively make some moves, but also you're very knowledgeable, and I feel new knowledge comes to you in order to help you make some sort of transition there. You may be working really hard in silence at this moment in time, and I feel some of you may be relocating, or perhaps you are working towards relocating, but you're keeping it a secret. Some of you could be launching a business at this time, or a business idea, but you're keeping it to yourself. That's a very good thing, because I feel right now, you know, sometimes when we tell our plans, even to people that we really trust, it can take the momentum out of the intention. So I feel it's really great because you are really strong in your intention over the next 6 weeks. You're going to be very busy, very productive. You're going to be on the go. Yes, there may be an energy of being pushed and pulled in many different directions, but also I feel like you are in a thrilling energy of accomplishing quite a lot. This card is all about progress. It's about dedication, commitment to your goals, and there will be victory. You're putting a lot of energy into whatever it is that you do, and you should move forward and stride with confidence at this time. I feel like you're being disciplined as well, being very strict with yourself, because paired up with the Emperor energy, this is about keeping a tight rein on your personal finances, but also harnessing your energy in order to move closer to your goal and closer towards success. This is your willpower. You're not giving up on a dream or a goal, but you certainly have a plan to take things to the top, and I see that you're moving in this direction at this time. Now, the Chariot card can also indicate you have a decision to make over the next coming weeks, and that's why you have a major thoughtful phase, a soul-searching phase, and I feel you're following your heart, of course, but I really get an energy here of you checking in with yourself, checking your progress or your strategy, just to make sure that you're on track and that you still feel the same about what it is that you want to accomplish. Now, we do have that Queen of Pentacles energy, so this is about you having lots of thought forms. You know, the Moon card can be deeply in your head, thinking about new ideas. It can be you using your intuition and, you know, having lots of downloads in order to multiply your wealth, because the Queen of Pentacles, of course, is all about multiplying those coins. So with that Queen of Pentacles there, of course, it's a Virgo energy. I feel like you're looking at how much effort you put into your career. You work hard. Harder than most is what I'm being given in this reading as well. And I feel like you're not just thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your family, your soul tribe members as well. And I feel like you're being really practical at this time and really grounded. And I feel like you're literally the gardener who is attending to, you know, the seeds that you've already planted, the things that you've got in motion, but also you're committing yourself right now to the next stages of your goal or your plan. And I feel like you're working really hard to make things happen here. There is growth. Also, I feel for some of you, with the Chariot card, you're looking for opportunity to either, of course, increase your finances, but also to level up in your career in some way, because the Queen of Pentacles to the Emperor energy, and this is not a gender-specific reading, it's basically about harnessing your leadership skills and taking control of your career. So I feel, you know, lots of wonderful new ideas happening, and some of them, because the Queen of Pentacles is a card of domesticity, it could be that you're thinking of things that you could do in the home space. Some of you are wanting to be a little bit more nomadic in your career and a little bit more independent, so you may be thinking of ways to launch your own business and free up your time so that you can, of course, have money coming on in as you're on the go, and, you know, really invest in your future there as well. Now, with the Chariot card, that means movement and progress, and it can indicate that, you are seeing this progress very shortly in the next 6 weeks, and it's where you're currently at, okay? But some of you feel there may have been some changes behind the scenes that you're not so happy with, or you may feel that you have a lack of confidence in the management right now, or you just feel like there's no room for maneuver, even though I feel like you're establishing yourself with the current place that you're in. Could be that you have acquired new knowledge, or you're putting yourself on a course of learning at this time in order to upskill, and it puts you in a new pay grade there as well. But I feel it's more than this. I feel, you've got a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands. So if I dissect this and think about this as your independent energy, it's like this is stable, this is secure, but the Queen of Wands is passionate. It's like you want a little bit more excitement, or a little bit more spontaneity in your endeavors. And for some of you, and I feel it's a lot of you actually, it's like, how can I do this stable role over here and get like a certain amount of money coming in on a monthly basis, and how can I do something that's creative and really sets my soul on fire? How can I follow my passions and, create a career for myself and bring in extra money that way as well? And then we've got the Knight of Pentacles. It's like, how can we merge the two? So I feel a lot of you are trying to, do two things. Or you're trying to have ideas on how to do two things but not spread yourself so thin, and eventually you either get to choose one or the other. I feel like you're following your passions, following your heart, but also I feel like you have a good business mind on you as well. So you're going to do what's right for your bank balance and for your future security, as well as for, your soul. And it's very fulfilling what I see in the future for you there too. Now, of course, because there's so many people in this reading, I have to pull a card on it, because we've got an Emperor, Empress, we've got a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Wands, and we've got a Knight of Pentacles. So let me just pull a card there, because some of you could be thinking about partnering up in business, and it could be a family business that you're thinking about at this time. And I feel it's something that will require a lot of hard work, but also I feel it will be very rewarding for you. Some of you also, you may have been out of work for a while, whether that's you had stepped away from something that was toxic, or perhaps a contract came to an end. For some of you, it could be that you actually left the working environment briefly on maternity leave or even paternity leave, and you are re-entering the workforce. And it's like getting back into the flow of things. We've got the Ace of Wands. Ooh, so I mean, of course, there's a lot of people here, so I feel there is this pull in the next coming weeks where people start to work together. Okay, after a period of perhaps having low workers' morale, or, some office politics there, or if you're in an industry where there's a lot of competition, I feel people are kind of like working together and respecting each other. Okay, what I mean by that is, if you're like an independent worker, you have your own company, and someone else has something similar down the road, and you are normally opponents, you are competition to each other. It could be that they actually cannot provide a service that you can, and they point a client in your direction because they're like, you know what, I just want to help out. So everybody knows right now that industry, of course, it's important. Economically, things are difficult. So I feel there's this camaraderie going on here. So you may actually have someone come towards you because of word of mouth. And it may even be from a competitor, is what I see there. But that Ace of Wands, it tells me that there is a spark of an idea, your brilliant mind having a new idea of what you want to tackle next in your career, because I feel like you've got a lot on your plate. I feel like you're going to be very task and goal oriented over the next coming weeks and months. I keep mentioning that you're going to be very productive. But the Ace of Wands can be like a new creative endeavor, or a new creative project, or a vision of what you see for your future. And it feels very energetic. It feels like you're really enthusiastic about it. And it actually feels wild, like an adventure. So this could be something that you're about to launch at this time. It feels like it's come out of a period of brainstorming. And for some of you, it could be a creative idea that comes in your sleep or in a daydream, is what I see there as well. So if if you haven't had like a new idea that's come to you, because I see a lot of you are feeling exhausted, and sometimes it can be really hard to brainstorm or have new ideas when you're feeling a little bit drained there. But I feel when you're daydreaming or when you're having a dream, please write down your ideas, because they are sent from left field, and I feel they are actually very unique, and I feel it could be something that you're going to launch or start up. I see startup energy here too. But I mean, because I was clarifying all the people in your reading, I feel this is more of an energy of your kind of like enthusiasm for what you do. So these are aspects of self. It feels like you're taking creative control of your career in some way. Your intention, of course, is to multiply your wealth, secure your position, but also for some of you, it's to take your career on the road or branch out or diversify in some way. And for some of you, it could be that you're thinking about going overseas, or maybe you're wondering where you belong right now in your career sector, and can you do what you're doing right now but in a different country or a different state, because I see some of you thinking about relocating. Now, also, some of you may actually get a new role offered to you. You could be putting your resume out there and finding new opportunities, and one of them comes with a company car, which will be quite exciting there as well. But ultimately, this is a spark of brilliance, and it's a major transformative card, which means there's a lot of people being drawn towards you at this time who have the power to transform your life. So if you are someone in a creative industry, for example, suddenly you're going to meet a person who can help you or open doors. So this is going to be a very good time for you to network or attend experiences, festivals, fairs, or conventions, or places where, you know, like-minded individuals would hang out, because I really get a sense here that there is someone here who wants to promote what you do or wants to invest in your business with you. Could be like a brand opportunity to collaborate. I just get an energy of collaboration going on here. So a lot of you also, it's like some of you, your work, you feel that it hasn't been seen or you go unnoticed in some way, but I see someone who's in a position of authority to help you. They want you to be seen, and they see how talented and gifted you are, and they feel it's a shame that sometimes what you do, because you go above and beyond, it goes unnoticed. So I feel they actually want to open doors to you there as well. Now, that Ace of Wands, it really indicates that there's major transformation going on in your career sector. This is a time, as I said, to dream big and bold, because your dreams, you're turning them into reality with the amount of effort that you're making right now. That Queen of Pentacles indicates that you're using all your resources really wisely in order to invest in your career sector, and you're making things happen. You know, you're going out there and happening to life. You're just not sitting there and just waiting for life to happen to you. So I definitely see that success is very much in your future, and it's not too far away. But you're already quite successful in your own right. Very established at what you do. Queen of Pentacles, very knowledgeable, but also, the Chariot card indicates you've had a lot of successes so far. So you don't tend to dwell in that energy. When you've accomplished something, you're always on to the next. You're very practical. You have a strategy, and I feel like you're just sticking to your plans over the next coming weeks and months, and they're going to work in your favor. Now, we do have the Empress card, but it's in the resistance position there. So some of you, I'm sending you a huge hug out there if you're going through this, because there is a Death card there and a Four of Cups. Some of you have been grieving someone, and, you're going through a grieving process. And again, I'm sending you so much love and so much hugs out there for you all. I feel like this could be something that's on your mind. And although you're launching yourself into work, of course, I feel a lot of you are going through a grieving process where your emotions are fluctuating, because the Moon card can also indicate fluctuating emotions. Take the time that is necessary in order to focus on your own well-being at this time, because as you know, there are no words of comfort. It's going to be a process, and you're going to have to ride that wave of emotion. And I feel whoever this person is who has passed on, I feel this person, they're actually with you, and they're going to send you lots of signs that they're helping you on your path and your next steps. Intuitively, you're going to feel their presence, but also it could be something that you ask for as a sign. Now, I'm not being given anything right now, got to be honest with you. So if something comes up in the water, because I'm scrying at the same time as doing your reading, then I will let you know. But right now, I'm not really... well, I say not really, as a dice appears. So I'm now seeing a dice, okay? So this could be to take a chance on whatever it is you're either about to launch or the next steps. It could be a sign or a symbol that you'll see over the next coming weeks and months. Maybe you're going to be walking down the sidewalk and you actually see a dice on the sidewalk. Could be that you find one in a very unusual place in your home. So again, I'm sending you a lot of hugs and a lot of love. And I'm going to disconnect from that energy with a lot of respect. But also, for the majority of my beautiful Virgos, I feel that dice could also be a sign for you to take a calculated risk on something, because I feel you've been deep in thought about either a potential move or you've been looking elsewhere for a new role. And if you've been out of work for some time and you've been looking for a job and it just feels like the job market is oversaturated, there's nothing out there, it's a bit disappointing out there, it's not meeting your expectations, I feel like there is something going to be offered to you. It's a steady role, but I feel also that looking at the energy, it feels very much like at first you enter at a certain grade that you're at right now. It feels like the plateau is kind of equal, and then you staircase into a higher role quite quickly. So it could be that, for example, you enter into the company as, I don't know, I'm going to say like an assistant, and then suddenly you're a manager. You know, I feel it's that much of a leap. So I feel with that Knight of Pentacles, there is more money to come after like a probation period or when you showcase your skills. So if you are entering into a workforce right now, and it's a new role, I feel there's a staircase. I don't feel like you go in as an assistant. I'm just trying to give you an idea of the energy that I'm getting, that you like staircase in status quite quickly, okay? Because it's almost like you go up 2 grades is what I'm kind of getting, because of course you got the Queen of Pentacles there. Normally there's a King energy, which is the next stage up, and then we've got the Empress and we've got the Emperor. So I feel you're missing a couple of steps, but I feel it's 2 roles above the role that you start at, okay? So if you are looking for a new role, there is a promotion available to you for some of you in the current circumstances that you're in, but it's only made available once this person leaves, is what I'm being given. Because also we've got the Death card there and the 4 of Cups. There's someone who's just not satisfied with their role in your current company, and you may hear that this person leaves, okay? And it kind of opens doors for other people. Intuitively, you know who this person is. They've been dissatisfied for quite some time, and I feel that you have a hunch that this person's going to leave, and it actually benefits you in some way, because I feel new roles are created because of it. Now, also, if you're an entrepreneur, this card, it is in the resistance position. I would say, you know, don't doubt your skill set. You're someone who is super gifted. But if you've just like either been let go from a company, if you've just come to this reading and you are either fired or you were let go, maybe there's a redundancy that happened there, or you've just been out of work for a while and you found it really hard to get back into the working environment. This is not testament to your skill set. I feel there's just a lot of restructure going on in the working environment right now. And I feel there's a lot of redundancies, of course, going on in industry. But I feel sometimes the universe removes something from us in order to deliver something better. I feel actually you're being aligned right now with more money and more status, but also I feel there's more responsibility and more work that comes with this role. But you're going to be thrilled, because I feel this sets you apart from other people, and it's right in alignment with your goal, your dream, and you're building a life of luxury and comfort. So I definitely see you're on the right trajectory to reach those goals and be on target. Now, of course, the Empress energy in the reverse, it can indicate that some of you have been so busy, you've been neglecting your own needs. So taking your health very seriously at this time is very important, of course. So I feel like you may even restructure the way you do self-care right now, because I feel like you're managing your mental and physical health at this time. And also, with the creativity card, because it is basically that, it's in the resistance position. I feel that you are so gifted and you have a talent that perhaps you have not been utilizing, that may have been on your mind recently, and you may suddenly launch something in the next 6 weeks, or at least have a plan to get it in motion. Some of you may even collaborate on this, or you're about to meet a person who's going to be very beneficial for your career. And it can be that you meet someone who is like-minded and has similar ideas as you, and you spark off each other. And it's like, you know what, should we collaborate on this thing? It's going to be really exciting. But I actually feel, you could do it on your own if you wanted to, but with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles, this person, they're very well connected and they could open doors for you. Also, I see if you are a creative, there's an energy here of a manager or a publisher or a promoter or someone who gets your work seen out there. And if you work in a company, I feel there could be a CEO or someone who is quite high up in terms of rank. They are noticing your skill set and they want to introduce you to people so that you can be put up for new roles and new money. They really value you as an asset to their team. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, I feel with the Empress energy in the resistance position, you've definitely had no time for yourself and you've been trying to juggle perhaps home life with work, and you're feeling a little bit burnt out right now. But I do see that there is respite, because at the beginning of, the time period that I'm reading for, so basically that means in the next 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to be still very busy. But also I feel as you move out of September, then of course things will slow down a little bit. Now, a lot of you may be trying to tie up loose ends and get projects finished, because you may be taking a quick trip for your birthday month, of course, or for your birthday. So happy birthday to all those beautiful Virgos who've already just had their birthday, and of course those who have yet to come. But I definitely see here that, you are going to be right on target. You're going to have a wonderful time away. A lot of you may be spending time with family and friends, and this gives you a time and a space to step back from your goals in order to get clear on the next steps. Sometimes when you're in the midst of working really hard, it's just like every day is the same old thing, different day. It just feels like you're on a long road towards that goal, and it always feels like it's out of reach. But when you step away from day-to-day tasks and responsibilities, this gives you an opportunity to see how far you've come, because you've actually come a long way. You're really successful in your own right, and of course you're taking things to the next level, so you're going to be able to see a strategy or next steps. And there may even be like a sudden epiphany or an idea that comes towards you during this break. And I feel, don't dismiss it, because it's actually going to be very lucrative for you long term. Now, the Death card is showing up in the resistance position. So some of you, I get an energy that a lot of you just need like a break away from things in order to think about the next steps. So you may not want to actually leave a position at this time, but it may be something that you're planning for the future. So you may be just keeping your eye on the job market right now just to see if there's anything else out there. But for those of you who feel like there's no room for growth or maneuver, or you've hit a plateau or a glass ceiling in your company or your career sector right now, I definitely see that you're branching out. Something new is being offered to you, and I definitely see that with your overarching energy, it could be promotion vibes. And if there's no promotion where you're at, I feel like you go to a new company where a promotion is readily available to you quite quickly. Now, also with the Death card there, some of you have been feeling a little bit stuck. Because you're exhausted, this is why it may have been hard to brainstorm new ideas. So taking that quick break is really going to work very well for you. Also, I would say that if there's a lot of cutbacks in your industry, you may start to feel a little bit nervous, especially with that Moon card there. I feel, there's some downsizing going on in a lot of industries, but I also see with your energy that you're picking up the slack. So there may be some extra work going on there. And it will benefit you long term, even though it feels like a bit of a grumble at first, or you're frustrated at first. But I feel, you're being watched right now, not in a weird way, but I feel like you're being watched for some sort of promotion or raise. And I actually see with the Death card, though, that things need to change in your career sector. I feel like you may have an honest, open conversation in an appraisal or some sort of meeting with a manager if you're in a company, because you feel things are overstretched right now. And I feel this person works really hard to bring new resources towards you to help you with your current circumstances. This could be HR or it could be a manager. But also, if you're an entrepreneur, I really get an energy that your industry is changing and you're adapting to these changes. There could be some new rules, regulations going on there. And at first, you may be a little bit resistant to these changes, but actually, I see that they are going to benefit you long term. Now, also, I feel a lot of you are trying to declutter. So some of you could be like literally clearing out your desk or just getting really organized. Perhaps you're going to go and use like a lull period and go through a filing system to get rid of outdated things that you don't need anymore. Some of you may be just literally decluttering your laptop or your files on there. It could be like, okay, use that, saved it down, and now I don't need it on my laptop because you've got it on like a terabyte or something, or you've put it on the mainframe, or however things work in the company or the industry that you work in right now. So I feel you're going to have a period of downtime where you get to do all the things that perhaps you haven't prioritized because you've been focusing on the most critical things, and now you get to catch up on stuff over the next coming weeks and months. Now, we do have that Four of Cups, and it's in the resistance position. Now, because it's in between the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands, this can be an energy of trying to revamp something or, reignite your lust for life, to basically feel more passionate about what you do. And I feel also with this Four of Cups, this is a surprise that is coming from the universe. I feel there's an opportunity here to increase your finances in some way. With that Knight of Pentacles, it's been slow moving. It's taken a long time to get to this position. However, you will celebrate this. You are currently a magnet for success, and I see that you're rising through the ranks of your industry and you are a pro at what you do. So people are noticing your skill set. So where you felt that you go unnoticed to some degree, you're actually stepping into some sort of spotlight and you will be noticed. And I feel the universe is sending you something that's going to be very fulfilling. But also, I feel a lot of you have been asking for a sign or a symbol because you feel that things are a little bit boring right now, or you feel overstretched or just disappointed. Some of you are disappointed with management or the way things are run right now, and you had a certain expectation. And I see that a lot of you are like, I could do better. And I feel that you and your knowledge are setting yourself up to be in the position to do better and either launch your own entrepreneurship, your own consultancy or practice in some way, or it could be that you are taking control of your career sector and really showing what you're capable of at this time and being that tour de force, that force to be reckoned with there as well. Now, of course, your outcome energy, we've got the leadership card. So this is the Emperor. You are taking charge of your career and you're taking it to the next level. This is a card of success, but it's also a card of protecting your position. So if you feel that you do not want to leave your position, because the Chariot card in your protagonist energy, it can be a thought form, as I mentioned with the Moon card. It's like, should I stay? Should I go? Is there a better opportunity out there? If not, should I stay where I'm at? Should I ask someone in management, is there a new position available? Is there an opportunity to staircase or grow where you're planted right now? Can you grow through your career sector? Can you utilize skills that perhaps you're not utilizing right now? So I feel there could be a very honest, open conversation about the next steps of your career with a boss if you are able to have that. I do actually see like an appraisal type thing or an opportunity to have a meeting with somebody. If you're an entrepreneur, I feel some of you are branching out and trying to diversify what you do so that you keep it fresh, not just for yourself, but also for your clients or, the people that come to you for your work and services. I feel this is about you having a really good business head on you right now, and thinking about being strict with yourself, not wasting your time, not wasting your energy on anything trivial at this time. You're keeping your eye on the prize, and you're super focused on your goals at this time, and nothing or nobody is getting in the way of success. This is a card of power and results, and I feel like you're dominating your industry in some way to prove that you are a pro at what you do, and it is not going to go unnoticed. But a lot of you, with that High Priestess, you could be making some plans behind the scenes, keeping it to yourself, because the High Priestess energy is a card of silence. It can be that you feel a little bit in limbo right now, because this card can also be a card of being in between worlds, where you're gaining enlightenment about your career, so you're gathering new knowledge, and you are going to, utilize it by upskilling in some way and entering into a new position. And it may be something that you're planning for the future, or something that you're keeping a secret right now until the moment is right to reveal that you're leaving a position, because the Death card can mean that there's an end point, you're cutting something off. But also with the High Priestess, this is about you and using your knowledge to strengthen your position right now and inform your future. So I really feel that some of you are reprogramming your energy at this time. So it could be that, you've just come back from a vacation, you've really got clear on the next steps, and you're enthusiastic to implement whatever it is that you're working towards. But also, I feel with that High Priestess energy, this is caution, and it can indicate that you can see some structures being changed in your career sector, or you can see some almost like fluctuations in the market. It could be the economic market, and you're just, bracing yourself for these changes so that you can remain flexible and relevant in your industry. So I definitely see that you're in a very good position, because I see that you're an asset to any team or company that you find yourself in, or any industry that you find yourself in. And I feel actually you're in a very powerful position to multiply your wealth, but also to plan for your future. Now, we do have that Queen of Wands energy. This is a magnetic energy, people paying you attention, people being inspired by you. But also this is you magnetizing more opportunity towards you. Whenever you get this card, it's a creative card. It means that you're following your passions. You're being encouraged to express yourself at this time, and really promote your work, or put yourself in a position to network, because this is a card of, collaborative energy. And I feel this is about you expressing your desires and making it known that you're looking for a new role, or that you want, to increase your finances in some way, or you want to take charge of your career and take it to the next level. And I feel like you're being taken seriously at this time as well there. With that Queen of Wands, this is a card of energy, of drive. And I feel, especially since you have the Emperor there and the Chariot card, on a personal level, a lot of you are keeping a tight rein on your finances, because the Queen of Wands likes to splash the cash a little bit. So I feel with balance, you can do both, because I feel there's something to celebrate here. And I see you treating yourself because you've done a job well done. There could also be like a gift given to you by a company. So it could be a client, or it could be the company that you work for. I see someone gifting you. Now, it could be for your birthday. I'm not really sure. I can't feel that energy right now. I feel it's more connected to something that you did for them or in your industry. It feels work related. So I feel like you're going above and beyond for something, and this person really appreciates your skill set and what you did for them, or the project that you're working on. And I feel there is some sort of reward there for you, but it comes in the form of a gift. The bonus or the financial incentive, it seems to come a little bit later for you, is what I see there. Okay. Now, your final card, of course, from this set is the Knight of Pentacles. You work hard for your money, and you have a plan, and you're sticking to that plan. So I see that the next couple of weeks, and they are key weeks, I see that you are hardworking, you're proceeding with integrity, you're professional, you're persevering, and you're very prudent with your efforts, and you're not wasting your time, and you're dedicating yourself to success. This is a card that indicates your efforts will pay off, and your determination will take you to the top. You tend to always do your best and never leave a job undone, and this is your reputation. So I feel it's going from strength to strength there as well. Okay. Now, in terms of finances, I see that you're on a trajectory to increase your finances. There's a small increase at this time, but it will increase later on down the line. I do see that there is progress and movement in your career. So if there's been delays recently, or you feel that you've gone unnoticed, you're going to see changes there as well. I see a lot of you could be offered an opportunity to relocate, or there may be some sort of refurbishment going on where some of you may actually work from home in the next maybe, I was going to say 6 weeks, but I also see like this energy of 2 to 3 months. So there could be a reason why you may be working from home. If you're an entrepreneur and you hire out a premises, it could be that you're moving premises, or you're actually thinking about moving home, and there is a place for you to work from that home. So please take it as it resonates. Now I'm just going to go get some final cards from this deck. And yes, there is a rogue card in this deck. It's meant to be there for a reason. Not one sign yet has got that card. Okay, so it will pop out when it's meant to. But I do see, I actually thought it would pop out for your sign because it is the launch card, and I see some of you launching something that's going to be very exciting in the next coming weeks. It's going to be very lucrative, and it's an energy of, excitement, enthusiasm. It feels thrilling. It feels like you're coming out of your comfort zone to launch something. Maybe it's a new way of working, or even a lifestyle choice that benefits your working environment as well. But we've got treasure. Now, these are your final cards. We've got worry-free finances, money in reserve, excess, executive. So that's what I'm seeing here. I couldn't quite articulate it because I feel like you're already in boss mode. It just feels like you're going up to the next level there. So yeah, executive would be definitely the word to describe it. We've got sales, we've got planning, and hidden talent. So I did mention that you have a gift that perhaps you're not utilizing as much as you could right now, but I feel it's definitely something that you could focus on in the next coming weeks. Also, we've got Buddha there as well, which is all about your life purpose. So very goal-oriented and focused on making a difference and adding value to your industry in some way. It says here, more than just money. Spiritual wealth, counselor, being guided, and on a divine path. And I definitely see that the path is being made clear for you, because your first card is the Moon card. And that means that, yes, there is a hard road ahead, but the path is being made clear for you to overcome any obstacles and reach your goal. So I do see that, giving birth to new ideas, very good. You're focusing on your passions at this time, and the universe is actually bringing in new people into your life in order to help doors open for you. Now, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, I see new people really being beneficial to you at this time. So networking or new people who come into your company, these people are going to be very valuable for the next steps of your career in some way. Now, your final card there is Crown. Okay, so this is about the crown chakra, lots of ideas, downloads, but also this is about remembering your status, your power, remembering your crown. I always say, remember your invisible crown. It definitely changes the way that you walk tall and the way that you think about your skill set. You're someone who is very gifted and should be proud of what you're doing right now, because you're doing a really great job. It says overcoming obstacles, power play, wealth, owner, boss, taking charge, and making progress. And this card, it was all about this reading. So I definitely see that it's clarified there in some way. Now, I did mention that there is a person who feels very sort of like bored with their position. They may have been causing like an environment that felt a little bit austere, or just it was hard to get on with this person. I see them leaving, is what I see, and it just opens up a lot more growth in the company or the industry that you work in, and it's really beneficial for you. Okay, so I'm just going to go and get a trinket or a rune for you. We have, so we've got the skeleton there. So this can indicate some secrets. Okay, I would say watch who you tell your ideas to. A lot of you are working hard in silence, is what I see. But you know, there could be a breach of confidence if you tell the wrong person. Also, copyright your ideas. Very important to make sure everything is legally sort of bound before you reveal anything, because there could be some copycats out there. But also, you know, this can connect to the death card, and we also have the angel ball there, which really highlights guidance from someone in spirit right now who really wants you to pay close attention to the signs that they're giving you. Please ask them for a sign as well, because I feel they're going to give it to you. But also look out for the dice, because I feel like you're taking a calculated risk or a leap of faith in something, and I feel it's going to work in your favor. But get all the variables in play first before you launch it, because I feel this is about your strategy, your plan, and you're taking things to the next level. So I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If you would like to enter a competition to win a free personal reading from me, all you have to do is write in the comments box below, "Love is the answer," and my guides will bring me to one subscriber to win that free personal reading. Please put your notification bell on, because I will upload a video at the end of August announcing the winner's name, and that notification bell, it will let you know when the video is up, and you can see if it's your name in that video, and then I'll be able to contact you and let you know how to get that reading from me too. Okay, so I'll leave it there, my beautiful Virgo. Thank you so much, and love and light.